Hello and hi, it's Bill, the Knee Pain Guru, and welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to talk about overcoming knee pain panic. Knee pain panic. I was actually working in one of my programs yesterday with a client. He's out of the Caribbean, and he only has this pain. There is only pain when he is in a certain position, meaning when he's driving a flatbed truck, and when he hits the clutch and moves over to the gas, and he's doing this shifting with his feet and he's sitting down, that's when he feels the pain. And he's telling me about this, and he's going into like this frenzied state, this place of it's like panic. It's this overwhelming state of like brain, like the brain speeds up. It's like this craziness or this frenzied, pressured, hurried kind of state that he gets stuck there and he doesn't know what to do. And of course, the first thing that I tell them when they get in that state is to breathe and relax. And the reason why I say this is not because, well, it doesn't help when you're in that state. However, what we need to do is realize that no matter how much pain you're in, if the body got into pain, if the body did something to get into pain, there's just as many ways to get out of pain. And knowing that, just knowing that fact, that no matter how painful the knee is, there is a way out of pain. It's just that simple, which is really interesting. And the only thing that's keeping us from getting the knee out of pain is kind of that creative thought of seeing where the pain is not. This is going to get a little philosophical here for a minute. Welcome those who are joining. If you have any questions, please type them in about what's going on with your knees or pain or the body or whatever that is. I'll be happy to answer. Today we're talking about overcoming knee pain panic. And when you think about it, there's thousands, probably millions of different ways the body can hold tension that actually creates pain. There's just as many ways for the body to hold tension to get out of pain. So Garrick, he was asking me, he goes like, Bill, it doesn't make sense. Why, to me, it doesn't make sense to me or to him. When I'm sitting in this truck and I'm hitting the clutch and I'm pressing on the gas, that my knee bothers me. But then when I'm walking around or I'm living my life, the knee's fine. It doesn't make sense to me. And I gave him the analogy of a car. We've all had that car at some point in time in our life where if we're driving at 47 miles per hour, the car shakes. We hit that speed and the car will shake. We go 48 miles per hour, the car runs fine. 46 miles per hour, the car runs fine. 47 miles per hour, the car is shaking. Well, this is the same type of analogy we can use in terms of tension in the body that creates pain. There's certain ways we can move that engages the patterns that impinges on the nerves that cause the pain. And then other ways we move, we never hit those nerves and it never hurts. So it's one of those, we need to understand the body in a different way, on a deeper level, to see that these patterns, which is a combination of stress and tension and injuries and accidents and traumas and surgeries that add up our entire life, that create these patterns that will cause us to be in pain in certain ways. Okay, Sacha, after total resection of the inner meniscus, I have pain like burning in my thigh. Do you think it's a muscular thing or related to bones? No, I think it's related to nerves. Like none of that stuff. This is the interesting piece. is nerves are the source of all pain. Anytime something hurts, it's because of pain. End of story. There's nothing else to talk about except nerves. All those other things, the tendons, the ligaments, the muscles, the bones, the fluid, the fascia, everything in the body gets its commands from the nerves. And the nerves let those other things know how it feels. Pain is a feeling. And when we understand that, and that's where when we look at a diagnosis, given by a doctor, that's just a universal language. So that doctor can take that diagnosis and go, and you could take that diagnosis from that doctor and go to any other doctor in the world, and the doctor will know what that first doctor that gave the diagnosis, what they were talking about. It's just a common language. But it doesn't say, unless something is broken or torn in the knee, then the only reason you feel pain is because of nerve irritation. Welcome, all those that are joining. If you have questions, please enter them below. Satya, is that making sense? Because I actually have a quote here from somebody that worked with my program, got great results, but when he first saw what I had to say, he's like, this guy is either full of shit or crazy. So there you go. I think I'm neither. I think I'm misunderstood. How about that? But the point of it is, if we go to the source, just like a plant or a weed, if we go to the source, which are the roots, then whatever's growing on top goes away. But why are the nerves irritated? Well, part of the reason the nerves are irritated is because it sounds like you had surgery on the meniscus, so that could irritate the nerves. It causes a compensation pattern. But like when you stub your toe, your body tenses up to protect the stubbed toe, so it causes an imbalance of tension in the rest of the body, which can cause the burning in the thigh, the way that's going. All the nerves are connected in some way, and the body compensates. Like if I pull my shirt over on this side, it creates tension everywhere else in the shirt in some way, shape, or form. And it's the same thing. If you have an injury, obviously you had an injury before you went for a surgery, and then so you had a trauma from the injury, the body compensated for that. So the tension shifted in the hips, the lower back, other areas of the body, and then you have the surgery. So the body compensates for that as well. Welcome those that are joining me. If you have questions about what's going on with the knee, your knee, situation with your knee, please ask questions below. If this information sounds good, please like it, share it with your friends, preferably the ones that are limping, because those are the ones that it could help the most, make most sense to. They could benefit the most from. Also, you could also head over to my website, like Satya. I have a 7-day knee pain reduction challenge you can begin working with over the next week to start getting some results in your knee, to see what I'm talking about as far as getting the pressure off of the nerves. That's over at thekneepainguru.com. Kneepainguru.com. If that will. Yeah, there it is. Just came up. So you can go to that link. That'll take you to the 7-day knee pain reduction challenge. You can get in there and start working with your knee. It's one stretch, get the pressure off of the nerves. That stretch works in about 80 to 90% of the clients that I work with, people that I work with, get them results. And it's kind of like the sample platter. Try it out, see if it works. If it's great, I got plenty more where that came from. If it doesn't work, well then that's okay. No big deal. But getting some great results. So that frenzied state that happens, I'm really noticing this. And I know for me, it was, my love was judo. The fact that I injured my knee and I couldn't go to judo, it just made me kind of crazy, made me kind of nuts. And I was doing everything that I could to get back to training again. But unfortunately, what happened, it made me do silly shit that put me back in pain and set me back further. And I think that panic state, that crazy state that happens as a result of, the knee hurting, can make us do things that we wouldn't normally do that actually puts us back in pain and makes us stay in pain longer. And I think just knowing that there is a way to get out of pain that doesn't involve drugs, shots, surgery, physical therapy that's painful, that, it's relieving. Like when I found that out, when I discovered how to get the pressure off of the nerves in my knee that were causing the pain, it was a huge relief that I would do that instead of taking Tylenol, do that instead of doing something else that was more painful. What ended up happening is my body recovered faster because I was able to sleep better. There was a lot of things that cascade as a result of creating comfort in the knee. So, okay, well, that's what I have to share today. If I don't have any other questions, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for being here. Once again, head over to my website, thekneepainguru.com. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel. I'm doing these videos about once a day. If you have questions that you'd like addressed or topics you'd like to have addressed, please type those in below, and I'll see those, and I pick the good ones that are rich topics. With less one meniscus, what kind of sport can you practice? Gosh, I don't know if I could answer that one. I had meniscus removed from my left knee, and I do whatever sports that I want based on me enjoying the sport. So I've never had a sport that I couldn't do because of the surgery that I had in my meniscus. I think the big thing, you're going to be able to answer that question better once you get out of pain. I think the burning, what did you say? The burning in the thigh, once that goes away, which burning usually is an indication of fascia, irritation of fascia, once you get that to go away, then your decision on what you want to do as far as sports is going to be pretty clear for you. I don't think there's a limitation on it. Hopefully that's helpful. Okay. Well, once again, head over to my website, thekneepainguru.com. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, share this with your friends and family that are limping around. Karen, tightness seemed to take a journey all around my knee and has settled back in the bottom inside of the knee. Yeah, that's one of those things, Karen, you get this kind of not a good night's rest is going to be helpful. But of course, please ask me those questions in the group. I can give you a more specific answer on that. So, okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a good rest of the day. Have a great weekend. Well, I'll be doing one tomorrow, I'm sure. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Appreciate you being here, and I will talk to you soon.